This episode, I'm telling you a case of a woman who was accused of murdering her roommates. Not one, not two, but 3 roommates. Then on top of all of that, like that wasn't bad enough, she tried to evade police by going through a high-speed chase. So let's get into this True Crime Tuesday. Welcome, lambs. Welcome to Love and Murder, Heartbreak to Homicide, the Tuesday edition. If you are new here, hi, my name is Kai, and I want to tell everyone that all my episodes are sponsored by my lambs in Patreon, patreon.com/Love and Murder. If you want to be a supporter of Love and Murder, then head on over to Patreon and become an exclusive lamb. You get extras, bonuses, and you get to help support Love and Murder. Patreon.com/Love and Murder. Now let's get into this True Crime Tuesday. On the evening of June 6, 2024, police from the Spotsylvania County Sheriff's Office were sent out to conduct a welfare check at a house located on White Street Court. This is all happening in Virginia. When they got to the house, they found 3 adults, 2 men and 1 woman, dead with trauma to their upper bodies. The victims were later identified as 77-year-old Robert John McGuire, 60-year-old Gregory Scott Powell, and 65-year-old Carol Ann Reese, all residents of Spotsylvania, Virginia. According to a search warrant that police had to obtain, 1 victim was found shot in the head on the couch, another was in the bathroom, and a third was in the garage, covered by a table and a mattress. Wow. After further investigation and evidence that police were able to collect at the scene, police identified 23-year-old Alyssa Jane Venable, who was the roommate of the victims, as the prime suspect. A month before all of this happened, Alyssa had just been charged with a misdemeanor assault and battery, but it wasn't clear if that charge had anything to do with what just happened here. So meaning it could have happened that she was at a store and ended up fighting with an employee, and then now this happened. So it could have been 2 different instances. It could have been the same thing. It could have been her roommates calling to report that she had assaulted one of them. So we're not sure if the incidents were connected. What we do know, though, is the victims were all roommates who rented rooms in the White Street Court home. Neighbors did describe them as quiet people who did keep to themselves, and they said that Alyssa had moved into the house just a month before this. So she was the new person there. And they probably thought it was pretty cool to just have a younger person there, because the youngest one of them was 60? It was 60, 65, and 77. And she's 23. So sometimes that is a pretty cool matching. And usually it's maybe that the younger person is related to one of the older people, but that wasn't disclosed. We don't know if she was related to anybody in the house or, she just found an ad on Craigslist or whatever. I don't know. So police went out to arrest Alyssa, but instead they ended up in a high-speed car chase that they didn't sign up for. So around 5:37 p.m. that same day, New York State troopers spotted a gray 2009 Honda Civic, which was matching the description of Alyssa's car, the car that police had put out saying, hey, we're looking for this car, we're looking for this woman. So it looks like she was running because she went from Virginia all the way up to New York. So the New York State troopers tried to do a traffic stop, but allegedly Alyssa refused to comply, which then ended in a high-speed chase through Allegheny County and then into Steuben County. During the chase, like I said, high speed, so Alyssa was going like 100 miles an hour. Finally, when she was on the I-86 at the interchange with I-390, police put down I forgot what you call it. It's a thing to pop your tires. You know what I'm talking about. I just can't remember the name of it. So they laid that out, and she drove right into that. And that's how they stopped her. So then they ended up arresting her, and she ended up having to go to the hospital for some injuries that she sustained during the crash, but it wasn't life-threatening injuries. So she is facing extradition back to Virginia, where she faces 3 counts of second-degree murder and 1 count of using a firearm during the commission of a felony. Now, is she going to face something in New York? It has to be that she faces endangering the public or something in New York for that high-speed chase. And then she faces these 3 counts of second-degree murder in Virginia. So I wonder how they're going to deal with that. So currently, since the investigation is still ongoing, police are not releasing all aspects of the crime because they don't want it to interfere with the investigation. They haven't even given the motivation on why Alyssa did this. And I know y'all probably wanted an ending to this to find out if she went to prison or whatever, but I just wanted to bring this case to you because I can't understand how somebody just went into a house, murdered their 3 roommates, and then just went on with life. I really want to know what her motive for this was. So I will definitely try and keep this in my update pile. I need to go back at the end of the month and check on all the episodes that's in the updates pile. But that is all I have for you today. Did you hear about this case at all? I haven't seen anywhere yet where there has been a motive, but this has been pre-recorded. So probably by the time this episode comes out, maybe more will be available. But I just can't imagine the gall of some people. Like, I really wonder what her possible motivation for this could be. Anyway, that is all I have for you today. And before I go, I want to remind you that a free and easy way that you can help out Love and Murder is by simply sharing this episode. So last week I had you sharing the episode with your mom. This week I'm going to have you sharing the episode with your best friend. Go ahead and hit that share icon on whatever platform you're on and send this episode to your best friend and tell them that I said, WTF is going on here. I want to hear from both of y'all in the comments below, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.